district up here. We are currently here at 5 Points, right in the middle of downtown, and the quay is just 2 blocks away. Bayso is going to be right down here in the southern part of that neighborhood. But before I tell you about the quay, I want to tell you all what's happening with the Bay project. Most of you are probably familiar with the park that's going in, but I'm just going to give you a refresher. And for those that don't know, the parking lot for the Van Wezel is right here, and they're going to build a mound with a new performing arts center there that will replace the Van Wezel. The Van Wezel is going to stay there, but it will be repurposed for something else, maybe a museum, who knows. But there's going to be an outdoor amphitheater. There's going to be, what I'm really excited about is phase 3 of the program here. They're going to have restaurants up and down through here. They're going to be stationary food truck type restaurants. And if you've been up to St. Pete, Tampa, they've got something like that, and that's where they got the idea. So they're going to have that there. Phase 2, which will be done, these 2 phases will be done in 2023. And in 2022, phase 1 is going to be finished. And phase 1, they're actually ahead of schedule with this, and we're pretty excited. And we got to take a field trip, Lisa and I, to go down here and walk the mangrove walk around this inlet, and it's completed. It looks like the yellow brick road, and it's got educational stops through it. They use recycled rubber. And then their next step is to take this bridge out. This bridge is there, but they're going to take that out, and they're going to dredge the silt that's formed over the last 100 years. There's 3 feet of silt there that they're going to take out. They're going to plant oyster beds through here, clam beds back over in here, so that seagrass, for some reason, seagrass grows better with that, with those present. So when seagrass grows in here, it'll attract the manatees and the dolphins back through here. They'll put the bridge back, build a kayak launch, an overlook, a concession stand with this lawn that will have like little concerts and things like that. But what we're really excited about is that sunset boardwalk that's going out over the bay.
Ooh, the pier.
So that's going to be really cool. And the entire length around is going to be 1 mile when that's completed. So there's going to be miles and miles of trails. And this road right here is Quay Commons, and 1 block away to the south is Bayso. It's actually going to cut Bayso in half, and you can see where Bayso is located here next to the new park. Now Bayso is also right here just 2 blocks away from the downtown area, and the energy from downtown is expanding north into the Rosemary district, where they're completing 29 building projects of condos, apartments, townhouses, retail, all that good stuff. And then in 2023, that energy then will expand towards the quay here and look something like this at the end of 2023. Here's the new Ritz-Carlton. You guys have seen this at the end of Fruitville Road, and Bayso is going right here next to it. Across from that is a 12-story luxury apartment building built by Lennar. The Ritz and Bayso don't have any retail, but this 12-story apartment building is going to have retail all around it. So will this future development site will have retail around it there. And this development site here will have retail on the south and east end of that one, with this third development site not having any retail. The retail that they're recruiting is the high-end retail that we don't have here. Your Tiffany's and Cartiers and Jimmy Choo, Vera Wang, that kind of stuff, like Oak Street, Chicago, Rodeo Drive, 5th Avenue, New York. We've got the demographics, we just don't have that shopping. So that's what they're recruiting. Hopefully we can get it here, because that will just boost businesses in downtown. It will boost the property values of all the buildings here in the quay, and it will be just really exciting, and just 1 block away from the park up here. Now Bellhaven is still there. This is for sale now for $12.7 million if you've got anybody looking to buy something like that. They're probably going to end up being business offices, but it's up to whoever buys it. There's also going to be a commercial space here for retail and restaurants. And speaking of restaurants, you're going to have a restaurant here at the 1st floor of the Ritz-Carlton on the water. So we're getting a waterfront restaurant here. You're going to have another restaurant overlooking this private park open to the public. I'll mention that here a little bit later, but then you'll have a 3rd restaurant, timed out. You'll have a 3rd restaurant here, and a 4th restaurant will be up here in this future development site as well. So those restaurants are going to be high-end casual, something like, but not necessarily Tommy Bahamas. So you can dress up, dress down, good food, good times. All right, and Bayso is here. This road, Quay Commons, is going to cut Bayso in half and go to the multi-use recreational trail, or the MERT. This trail is going to go north up past the Ringling Museum. It's going to go around through the Ritz to the bridge going over to Lido Key, and it'll even go east out towards the Legacy Trail.
Wow.
How many miles is that?
Well, the Legacy Trail is 30 some odd miles now, and so I don't know exactly how long the MERT is, but
Yeah.
that's a good question. How many miles? Does anyone know?
Well, from here to Ringling, well, it's going to be a good 2.5 miles.
It's at least 2.5 miles that direction.
Yeah, yeah.
And then going back over. So here's just a quick little flyover. We're not going to watch this whole video. We're just going to tie up that whole area together.
Is this on your website, Greg?
This video is on our website, as well as the next video I'm going to show you, because we're going to get into Bayso now that we kind of see how this is all tying together with that downtown bayfront. So let's get into that, because I know you guys are on a time schedule. So Bayso's 149 units, and they begin on the 5th floor going up to the 18th level. And parking is on levels 2, 3, and 4. There are 260 parking spaces in the building for the 149 units. So everybody gets one parking space with a second parking space available for purchase for $40,000. Our price points range from $859,000 up to $1,449,000, and then our penthouses start at $2,399,000 and go up to $2,699,000. We have 3 of those left. Of the 149 units, we've been taking contracts since February 1st, and we have sold 105 of the condos since then, so we're 70% sold out. So if you have buyers, I do recommend they get in early. There is a lot of growth. We are not priced at market value. So with the way that the market is out there in resale and everything just keeps breaking the ceiling, we still have a long way to go before we get to the ceiling. So if you've got those price conscious buyers, we are the ones that you want to come see.
That's a strong case, Greg.
So our ceiling height in these are 10 feet with floor-to-ceiling windows, floor-to-ceiling sliders, and our HOAs for Bayso are going to be 50 cents a square foot per month, paid quarterly. So it's very, very reasonable HOAs.